Hello, everybody, and welcome to this week's energy update with me, Rebecca Meisl. I am so excited to dive into this week's themes for March 17th through to the 24th. So, we have some beautiful themes that have been coming through for us, especially as we've been putting a lot into practice from last week. Last week, we had so much surrounding being very aware of our thoughts, being very aware of what we are currently manifesting. That seems to be a really big thing that has been coming forward for us to really be mindful of and to really pay special attention to. And that absolutely carries through this week. So, our first theme is this very practical theme as this practical energy starts coming in as we start moving more into Aries season and start wrapping up this Pisces energy. So, don't be surprised. We're going to have some closure that's still going to be coming in the next few days, these last few days of Pisces. We're going to still have some deep things and truths that will have to come through that a lot of us are going to be tying off these loose ends. But as we step into Aries, we're going to start really feeling this energy to start kicking ourselves into gear, so to speak. So, what I'm really hearing is for a lot of us, we're going to be getting this new motivation that's coming through. We're going to be feeling, hey, okay, I want to get some of these projects and new ideas and new downloads that I received last week with the new moon and really start supercharging that and starting to bring in the action now, which is exciting. So, as we move into that, our first theme of this week is guidance. Guidance is key. So, what channeled? Don't be afraid to ask for help. Where have you become hyper independent? Where do you hold yourself back from support? Do what is most loving for you, even if it doesn't make sense. Feel into your inner knowing. What is it you need help with now? Don't let pride stand in your way. So, what was really interesting about this first theme was really making sure that we have everything we need to really take this next goal or these new inspirations to the next level. So, once more, a lot of us might have gotten a ton of clarity last week as we were releasing things that no longer served, making us more aware of what does, right? So, with this shift, now we need to really make sure that we're getting the help we need to take this to the next level. So, this week, we might really get this indication of where we are maybe relying too heavily on ourselves and our own independence. And this was really coming through here of like, where are we resistant to help? Where are we resistant to asking others around us, or even the universe or your angels and guides for their assistance and their input to help you move these dreams forward? Because what they're really showing me was like, someone who's trying to create this action plan, someone who is trying to be very diligent, go over all the details again and again, but it's almost like they're going in circles where it's like, okay, but I've tried this before and it didn't work, or okay, I did this, but I'm going to just keep trying. But it's like using the same methods that we know. And so what I'm hearing is we have to start opening ourselves up to change. This is a new start to the year astrologically, this Aries season that's opening up for us. So we have to be open to shifting things, to new ideas, to getting advice, to getting the tools that we need to really ensure our success. So it makes a lot of sense as we've been closing out things that no longer serve, as we've been closing out things that just haven't been working for us, that we now need to make some course corrections and be willing to ask for help. So, this was the big word, willing, this week. Are you willing to receive help and to be mindful of how this feels in your heart chakra? So, what they're really showing me is we've been doing huge heart chakra opening the past few months, the past year. I want to say this has been really coming up strong, helping us heal our heart, helping us be open again and willing to receive and to receive love. Okay. So Where is there still a little bit of hesitation towards that? Where is there still a little bit of this defense mechanism that is coming up for healing for us this week? Is there a real fear of trusting other people with your vulnerability? Is there a real fear of others' perceptions of you? They're also showing me someone who's very, they're kind of putting up a front where it's like, I have everything together. I know what to do. I'm not going to show any vulnerability. I'm not going to take that risk and let other people know that I'm stuck right now or I can't figure this out on my own. I will figure this out on my own. But they're like, is this really loving for you? And they're giving us this reminder like, hey, remember, you're a human being, and it is okay if you don't have all the answers. And it is okay if you are not this perfect picture that you wish you were. It's time to let go of this version of yourself that you feel needs to be perfect and have everything in perfect order. It's just not reality. So they're really helping us course correct with this perfectionistic, sorry, attitude and to really help us be mindful of this mindset that we might still be clinging on to, which is hindering our hearts. This is hindering our abundance. Okay. You have to start realizing that hyper independence actually hinders your abundance and it hinders the energies of ease and grace. Because what if you could have a simple conversation with someone who does know perhaps more than you do in this area, and you get all the answers you need within a 5-10 minute conversation, as opposed to you running around in circles applying old methods to new dreams that are just not going to work. Right? So they're like, come on, guys, have this willingness this week, have this openness to be willing to receive help and to make the moves to make it happen. So, what is most loving for you? And for most of us, it is to ask for assistance, it is to delegate, it is to get more information, to get the education we require to really take our dreams to this next level and make them successful. Because Aries is all about ambition, it is all about forward movement and quick progression, right? Aries tend to be very quick in their movements, very sure of themselves, very confident in those decisions. And this is what we're being called to really integrate this next week. Where do we need that help to get us in that forward movement? And they're showing me like a slingshot right now. So for a lot of us, this is going to slingshot our business forward. This is going to slingshot our dreams forward, our relationships forward. This is going to also really open up our hearts. So we are showing the universe, even in our vibration, hey, I am willing to receive. I am open to receive help. And that also applies to the universe giving to you and giving support to you, because a lot of us once more have had some walls up with that. I need to do it all on my own. And this can apply to our abundance. So be very mindful of that. So, what is it you need help with? Don't let pride stand in your way. Okay, so what channeled was practical advice from a friend, setting yourself up for success, making a plan for the future, and reducing risk by taking action. Okay, so this is what channeled from there. Where is action needed in your life? Where have you been repetitive? Or where have you been repeating cycles and patterns that just don't serve anymore? Be vigilant and ask to be shown what you cannot see. For in knowledge lies power. We are working hard behind the scenes to bring you back to your power. It's time to claim your sovereignty. So, this is absolutely amazing. And this is very good news because this week, if we are willing to ask for help, if we put it to the universe, universe, show me where I am not seeing the light or the truth of things, or where I need help and support, provide me with the answers. When we ask the universe to help us and we give permission to the universe to show us, it's amazing how quickly these intentions start really bringing that energy into motion. We start getting the answers, sometimes from surprising sources. So if you're like, you know what, I don't even know who to ask or where to start with this, I don't know how I'm going to make this happen. I don't know what to do. Ask the universe, put it out there. Hey, universe, help me with this. And no, it's not always on you to figure everything out, right? That's an impossible standard to have for yourself, my friend. So, what I keep hearing this week is we have to be, once again, willing to take that action and to be humble enough to know, okay, I don't have all the answers and I need help and I do want to ask for it. So, where are you repeating these cycles and patterns? Where are you being repetitive? And where can you see that more knowledge only brings more power? And as we receive this information and as we receive the help we need, this is going to really restore our power because we're going to start recognizing what we're really capable of when we have a little help. So, next, what channeled was investments pay off, deliberate actions, making money soar. And where is it that you are ready to take flight? Okay, this was super interesting. So, this was a very specific message for some of us. Some of us have been investing really heavily into certain avenues, and that could be even like I'm hearing taking a chance on yourself. Some of you have been investing in your own businesses, your time, your energy, your funding. And this week, there's actually a really strong theme of this taking off. So we might actually start seeing some forward movement in these investments that we have really been putting into. So, where are you ready to take flight? So, this was really beautiful. It was almost like when this statement came through, I kept seeing like birds flying. So, it's like imagine that feeling of flying, of being weightless, of soaring in the sky, feeling like the world is your oyster, feeling like there is nothing holding you back. And this is very much what was coming through. It was like, where are you ready to free yourself? Right? Where are you ready to just ride the wave of bliss and be in that emotion and be in that forward momentum? So I feel like this week we're going to be getting a very strong glimpse of what it looks like to be fully in your joy, fully in your passion, and seeing where these investments are taking off, which is going to really propel this energy. So, for some of us, we might be actually making some increase in funding here because that was really coming through. Deliberate actions make money soar. This was really interesting. So, please take what resonates here. But for a lot of us, we're going to be seeing that financial increase, which is so exciting. So from there, we have this theme of travel and bliss. Knowing your hunger for life can be quenched. So this was very interesting because what I was seeing is some of us might be traveling this week, some of us might just be getting out of our normal. And for a lot of us, it's just mainly going to be in this energy of moving into what brings us joy, moving into what really makes us excited for life, and in almost that romanticism. If we're romanticizing our lives this week, we're going to be noticing this big shift in our energies, this big shift in our personal fulfillment. So we're learning that this hunger, this wanting, this desiring energy that we've perhaps had is going to be quenched when we allow ourselves to really drop into the present moment and receive this week. So, once again, when we're open to receiving help, when we are open to receiving in general and we're healing this wound this week, this is going to quench that thirst, that hunger that we've had, where it's like, I'm always in lack. I'm always looking for the next thing. I'm always needing more fulfillment, more satisfaction, and I never find it. This week, we're finding it. Okay. This is what's so exciting. So, this is a channel next, freeing yourself by the pleasure of the moment, relishing in all of life. And then what came through was the lyrics from the song Yellow by Coldplay. So, can you see the stars and how they shine for you and everything you do? Like, how amazing is this? So, believe in miracles and watch them manifest into your life. Seeing joy can come simply without force or reaching a set destination. It is it is easing. Oh goodness, I can't read my own writing. Okay, what did I read here? I've lost my place, sorry. Oh, it is seizing it here in the present. And you're taking that promise forward into your future. Believe once and for all that you can be happy. Okay, so this is so amazing. We're really doing a lot of heart healing this week with this inability to receive, with this independence. We are healing that blockage. We are healing that hindrance and that distrust of abundance, this distrust of others and their willingness to really help us and be there for us. So we are healing that this week, which is so phenomenal. So be very mindful of how this is coming forward for you. But what's amazing is we're starting to believe in the miracles of life. We're starting to see how easy joy and bliss can be and how we can attain that in the present moment, in this time that we are currently in, that we don't have to chase, we don't have to strive, we don't have to be in this complication of life. It's like it can come simply, it can come without force, it can come without reaching and attaining a certain standard or goal. You can be happy, you can be in your bliss and in your joy right now, which is so phenomenal, which is so amazing. So it's like having that promise, we're starting to see that abundance truly is ours. And I feel like so many of us have this logical awareness where it's like, okay, I know the world is abundant. I know that if other people can attain that, I can attain that. I know that it's possible for me to be happy and to be in my bliss and to be fulfilled and live a fulfilling life. But now it's like you're seeing it's promised because you're actually experiencing it. And for some of us, this might be the experience of abundance that we've never actually had before. So they're showing me a lot of us, we've grown up with this mentality for life of lack, where it's like, I don't get my needs met. I don't get to be fulfilled. I won't ever reach my goals. And we've really closed off our hearts. But now, since we've been doing all this heart opening and the energies have been supportive of this, we are really starting to move into this next wave where we are setting ourselves free of these mindsets, where we are setting ourselves free from these restrictions we've had and blockages we've had from receiving the ever abundant universe and all that it has in store for you. So we have to choose it. And that's really been coming through the past few weeks. We have to choose our well being. We have to choose to be in a space of love and positivity every single day. We have to claim abundance for ourselves and be willing to take it every single day. So this was really coming through for me this past week where I was watching this relationship show and it was showing all these different dynamics. And one of the practitioner's advice in the show was, you have to be willing to choose each other every day. You have to be willing to choose your love over the problems, over the issues, over the challenges every day. If you know this is the person you want and you know that this is the relationship you want to make a success, then you have to choose it and choose it every day. And that really made me think of our own relationships with ourselves and our own journey towards self love and abundance and the goodness in life. that it does literally need to be a choice. It needs to be something we choose and really allow ourselves to choose every single day, even if it feels uncomfortable because we're not used to it. We're not open to love. A lot of us have had only conditional love. We've never known something to be given freely to us. So that is why we're so hesitant and so distrustful of a good thing. So this week, be mindful. Where am I still not trusting abundance? Where am I still not trusting good things are possible for me? Where am I still hesitant to believe in miracles, even though I know logically they're possible, right? Where am I still the exception? These are blockages in the heart that we are massively healing this week and being called to heal. And the biggest thing that I'm hearing come through is ask. Ask and claim abundance every single day. So, my advice that's really helped me as well in this is to ask your guides, spirit guides, help me to experience abundance. Help me to know what that feels like, right? Because once again, a lot of us have not had that. A lot of us do not know what that experience really is. So ask the universe to help you see what that could be for you. Ask the universe for help. To help you really master abundance, to help you really be willing to receive it. Open my heart, universe. Help me open up myself so I am willing to receive what is meant to be mine, what goodness I'm meant to experience in this human existence. Help open my eyes to everything that I already have. Help me in this attitude of gratitude. Help me release these stories of lack in my life so I can really make my dreams come true, right? So once again, we're relinquishing control. We are relinquishing this need to know everything and to have all the answers, and we're letting the universe be our partner, right? We're letting the universe support us and guide us forward. And it's so absolutely amazing how this is going to start bringing more abundance in, more ease and grace into your reality. So, what channeled next was believe once and for all that you can be happy. Letting go of the sad stories of your life to embrace peace. You have true family now, and they are waiting for you. So, this is really interesting. A lot of us have not known true family. Okay. And they're just showing me how a lot of us have been brought up in toxic dynamics and toxic relationships where this is all we've known. We've only known the unhealthy side of family and what that has looked like. We maybe never learned boundaries. We never maybe learned unconditional love, right? So they're showing a lot of us and how we've had a very warped perception of what love really is and how that has really set us in this like tailspin because as we start pursuing a life of love and as we start really intentionally building a love-based life and asking for that love to be shown and experienced, it's really shifting our perceptions and it's really making us aware of how we've been in this previous state of warped love, of conditional love. And we're starting to get this awareness that maybe the family we've had or the relationships that we've experienced have not been healthy, have not been true for us and what we needed. And of course, this isn't to place blame. This isn't to trudge up the past and that pain and difficulty. It is to help free us. So this week, we are learning to let go of those sad stories, those stories of our lives that have caused pain, that have caused us to be in that toxicity. And we're learning to embrace our own peace and embrace the real family that are being gifted to us in this life. So, for a lot of us, we have had relationships come in recently. We have had soul family come in more recently. And it's like the divine has really intentionally timed this. Okay. As all of us have been going through extreme shifts in our relationships the past while, we've had so much with the heart chakra. So it's very natural that relationships are going to be leaving our lives and new relationships are going to be entering if they have not already. So, what was really hitting with this channeled guidance was to recognize and accept your real family, the people that really love you unconditionally, and to see that they're there. They're waiting for you. Okay. A lot of us have not allowed ourselves to accept the truth that we can be loved for who we are as we are in this moment. Once again, this is all about receiving. This is all about healing our ability to receive. So, where have we been rejecting that truth that we do have people who do care, that we do have people who want to love us, that want to support us, that want to show up, okay, and give to you for free? Isn't that an amazing thought? Could you imagine receiving love absolutely free, right? How amazing is this? This week, we are getting a light shone on these people. It's going to be shining. It's going to be in the spotlight where it's like, hey, where have you been forgetting that there are people you can depend on? There are people who are willing to help. There are family in your life, whether they are blood related or not, and they want to love you, right? This is helping us let go of the people that have not. Okay. So we might have moments this week where we are rehashing the past, where we are like, I'm still kind of upset that I didn't get my needs met, or I'm still kind of feeling sad about how these relationships had to end, or how I had to release these people from my life. That's incredibly difficult. But what they're really coming through with this week is don't focus on what you've lost, focus on what you've gained. And this is going to really shift things for you this week. Once more, this is helping you become aware of the abundance that is yours, that you don't have to wait for. It is here, right? Once again, we are getting our eyes opened to what true abundance is and what it looks like and what it feels like. So, where do we have to have awareness this week? I do have family. I do have people who love me. And I'm not going to look behind me anymore at the people who couldn't. I'm not going to look behind me anymore to the stories that only cause pain and suffering, because I'm learning I don't deserve to stay in that space. I am seeing that I don't deserve to live in the past. I deserve to be in the present moment where I have joy, where I have people waiting for me. They're just waiting for you to accept them fully into your heart. So let them this week. Open your heart. Okay, open your heart this week. Let love in. You might be surprised where you are the only one who is standing in your way of living a life of pure love. So, this is amazing. We have reigniting childhood bliss, doing what you once loved, getting lost in your own fairy tale, realizing you already have your happy ending. Rejoice, for abundance is here. Relax and receive. How amazing is this? It just makes me want to smile ear to ear. It's just absolutely incredible what we are going to be claiming for ourselves this week. So give yourself the opportunity to receive. Give yourself the opportunity to explore what you really love, what you used to love growing up, and notice how that shifts your joy. So from there, we have self-care and noticeable changes. So this was really interesting. So what was really coming up was actually our physical bodies this week. And I'm hearing these words bounced back. Okay. So maybe we've been in a funk. Maybe our physical bodies have been struggling. Maybe we've been low energy, low vibe. Maybe we just haven't had the same exuberance we did, but this is coming back. So, what came through is feeling your body awaken. All right. So, a lot of us have just been in this hibernation mode. That's kind of what they're showing me. So, what is shifting now is strength of body, mind, and soul, finding victorious balance, a hidden surprise, finding solace and acceptance within yourself. All is coming to balance now. Embrace your peace. This was so cool. So, a lot of us are, once again, we're getting our energies back. We're getting this forward movement energy. And what I'm really getting as well for us and the physical healing is occurring. Okay. A lot of healing is occurring. So we're going to start noticing these shifts. We're going to maybe start noticing, once again, this could be one of these investments that is paying off this week. Maybe we're going to start seeing, hey, okay, I've been putting in the work. I've been investing in healthy food. I've been investing in my workouts. I've been putting in the energy, the time, the effort. I've been, doing all the self-care. And this is where we're going to see the shifts this week. We're really going to start seeing this balance come in within the physical, the mental, and energetic aspects of ourselves. And this is helping us really move into self-acceptance as well, because what was really coming through here was a lot of us have been battling that. A lot of us have been battling this reality of who we are now, where we are now. And for some of us, they're almost showing like we've needed to be in a bit of a funk. We've needed to be in a bit of a slump. So, once again, take what resonates here. But a lot of us might have fallen away from our usual regimens or routines. And we've been rediscovering what is actually fulfilling for us in those aspects, right? We had a lot about that a few weeks ago. What is most loving for you? What is the most loving form of movement? What is the loving way to eat? What is the loving way for your body to feel and move and do, right? So we've had a lot of awareness. So they're showing me us like restructuring how we've approached our health and how we have been now building these foundations in love as opposed to societal standard, as opposed to these outside influences. We are becoming aware of how we are our own divine essence really can be. The knowledge is there, right? That's what I'm trying to say. The knowledge is there. It's within us. And once we listen, everything else can just fall into place. And that's what I'm seeing here. It's like we're learning to really accept ourselves now. We're learning to let go of the stories and the rigidity of societal standards and of these outside influences. And this is bringing a lot of peace. We're going to be at peace with our bodies. We're going to be at peace with ourselves. I just heard we've cracked the code. That just popped in. So it's like you've cracked the code. You're finally seeing what a love-based life is and how this is rewarding you, how this is really showing up in your health, right? So we're going to see a big change in our health with this love that we've been applying. So, self investments, food, self care items, and sacred ceremony, honoring and healing your sacred temple. So we're going to be maybe doing some more indulgent activities this week. We're going to be very mindful of how we need to receive, how we need to fill our cups. And we might be just taking that extra step this week by meeting those needs, by taking a luxurious bath, by booking a massage, by, doing simple things like your workout today or going to the dentist and getting yourself all checked up and all good. So it's like doing those practical things, those self-care is really going to pay off this week. So please make sure you are participating in it. So from there, we have removing money fears at the root. Okay, this is incredible. So as we step forward into this ability to receive, as we start really meeting our needs and becoming aware and planning for a successful future, some of us are going to have a bit of triggering when it comes to finances. But what I'm hearing is we have a totally new mindset now. So, from a lack mindset to an abundance mindset that is shifting here, we're going to be looking at these money fears in a very different way. So, if money fears have been coming up for you, if you've been having just this unstable feeling or just not feeling rooted and grounded in your life, secure and safe in your life, we are moving through these fears this week and we are going to remove them from the root. They literally showed me someone reaching into the earth, pulling out the roots and tossing them away. So, with this, we're getting complete confirmation that lack is no more going to be the foundation of your life. Okay, this is exactly what channeled. Lack will no longer be the core of your foundation. You will be cared for and supported now and always. Recognize your new reality. So, once more, we could go so deep with some of these things that have come through, but for time's sake, I will try to keep things as brief as I can and concise as I can. But what's really coming through for us this week is to realize that we are supported and to gather that evidence. So, once more, we're shifting to an abundance mindset. I am full within myself. I have every need met. And as you keep taking the daily actions to meet your needs, this confirms this story. This confirms this new reality. This becomes more ingrained in our vibration. This truth: I am safe. I am supported. I am my own best friend. I am willing to receive, right? So trust that any money fears that come up, this is leaving you now because you're not going to choose lack anymore. You're not choosing that for your reality. So this must shift and reaffirm that this week. This is shifting. This is not my story anymore. I'm not going to give my power away anymore to fear. Because guess what? What does fear do for you? How is that actually helping you? It's not. So we're at this point where it's like we've learned a lot from our fear. We've been doing that work. We've been seeing the benefit of it. We understand it. So now it's time to just stop choosing it. It's time to stop participating in it. So yes, if we haven't done that work, then yes, you might be called to do a little introspection this week and to really figure out what is this core wound here. But we will be removing it. We will be healing it so we can really embrace this abundant future. It's absolutely stunning. So, our last theme: seeing you are special, that you are not meant to be liked, and you're not supposed to be like anyone else. Many have felt different, failing to see that that's a good thing. But you've now opened your eyes to the goodness of yourself. And your willingness is what will change everything. It is time to fall deeper and deeper in love with yourself, seeing yourself as deserving in all matters. Joy now abounds. Watch and see as the universe provides your deepest desires to be loved, to be cherished, to be wild, to be free. You are free to be yourself. Reveal your authenticity. And with this, they show me this beautiful visual of someone literally removing this mask from their face and throwing it away because they were ready to show themselves. They were ready to reveal who they truly are without fear anymore, without the need to hide anymore, to know that they are perfect just as they are. And this week, this is so powerful. We are learning how to claim ourselves fully. We are learning this week that we do deserve to be seen, that we do deserve to have goodness in our lives and to have fulfillment. And we are claiming this. We are claiming this for ourselves. So we are learning to embrace our differences. We are learning to embrace our uniqueness and to really be willing to try something new, to open our eyes to the truth instead of believing the falsehoods that we once did. So this week, all of us are being given this amazing opportunity to embrace the goodness, to embrace who we are, to accept ourselves right where we are, and to love everything about this beautiful human experience, the highs, the lows, to love it all, because that is possible. It is possible, my friends, to live a love-based life, a love-filled life. And this is now to be yours. So, my friends, that's all I have for us this week. I really hope you enjoyed this week's update. And if you did, please let me know how it resonates for you down below. And of course, if I could ask a favor, if you could like, subscribe, and share these readings and share my channel, it really, really helps these messages get out to those who need them most. So I'd much appreciate it if you just took 2 minutes of your time to do any of those things. It would mean so very much. So in the meantime, have a beautiful and blessed day, my friends. Sending you so much love. Have a beautiful and blessed day.